Hey everybody again for the second time because the first recording I totally forgot to hook up my my mic. You'd think after I've been doing this for so long I'd have some basic checks in, but no, I still make simple errors like that. So let's try this for a second time. It is August 28th, 2025. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. Let's get going. First, hopefully you've been taking advantage of the See Them Pay gacha. Remember, you get to pull on this gacha for free first, see the results, and decide if it's worth the 50 orbs or not. You can pass on the 50 orbs and just let that pull go into the ether, or if you've got something great, pay up and get those monsters right away. Now, week 1 is about to end. When this video goes up, you only have a few more hours left in the day to do the pull. You must pull by 23:59 tonight, Japan time, to be able to decide whether or not you want to pick this up. To decide whether or not you want to pay for it, you have until 11:59 the next afternoon, in which, at that point, the next gacha will be ready. Because remember, on this Monster Strike News, they will tell you what next week's special theme is for the See Them Pay gacha. And next week, we are going to get one Shinjushinka monster guaranteed as part of the pull. Now, this is a very interesting thing to think about because there are a lot of limited monsters that are Shinjushinka, and as you can see from the banner, yes, limited monsters are included in this pool. Now, is it going to be equal footing? We'll have to see in the percentages when the gacha is ready. But remember, it's still free to pull at first. So make sure you do that pull and then decide whether or not you want to pick it up. A Shinjushinka monster is very powerful, and there are a lot of Shinjushinka monsters that were useful in the Astral Mausoleum. So if you are missing any of those, or you were simply out of material to finish them off, this could be an easy way to get a Shinjushinka monster right off the bat. And I do believe they come out as a Shinjuka monster state, so that would be pretty darn awesome. The gacha will be available starting August 29th noon Japan time and last until September 4th, 23:59, and then you have until the 5th, 11:59 to pay for that gacha if you want. You are always free to skip it and not pay a single orb for this gacha. If you're looking for the results of my pull, I'm actually going to wait until the end after all 4 gachas are done to show how those go. So look forward to that. Now, we are going to be starting a new event. This is a Monster Strike driven event because we just finished the Persona series. Lots of fun there. I still need to finish the max luck for one of them. I actually haven't done the Guardian Beast either, so I need to get on that. But we've got some new entertainers joining the Monster Strike crew. These are all part of the same agency, apparently. Let's talk with our first mascot here. We've got Verbede here, Babido, which of course is a play on the word for beaver. Biba is how you say it in Japanese. They kind of flipped it around. We got Babido. Of course, you know, I think I've said it before. I absolutely hate pun-based names because it is really difficult to romanize, and of course I do want to stay with the theme of the wordplay here, and kind of worked out here. You got beaver, you split it in half, flip it around, and add a do at the end, so we had a d at the end. Verbi, sure, there you go. This cute little critter is a Beast Blast type Pierce, Super Anti-Warp, Super Minesweeper, and down position killer and left position killer. So that means as long as the monster isn't on the top right of the screen, you're going to get some killer 1.5x damage against them. On the gauge, you've got anti-speed down panel and dash M, strike shot speed power up, and counter mode for set amount of turns. Bump combos, we've got Super Reflect Laser EL4. Forward is the water element, reverse is the light element. Apparently this is the first time we've gotten the reverse in the Super EL4 flavor, which is surprising to me. I thought we would have had that by now, but that is a new bump combo there. Next up, we've got our first new addition to the VTuber crew Metast. It's going to be Lulunev here in the Fire Element. She is a pro gamer, and apparently she is a superstar here because she can win these contest with no problem. Now let's take a look at her stats. She's a balanced demi-human speed with anti-gravity barrier, super anti-damage roll, super anti-warp, and demi-human samurai killer EL. On the gauge, you have anti-transport wall and strike shot turn reducer. For her strike shot speed power up, and for a set amount of turns, all touch friendly units get regen. Bump combo, super round spark, and high energy circle. Crazy she's getting high energy circle. But that is going to be interesting to see where she can shine. And then we've got her little sister here, Lily Nev, here in the wood element. So we've got two sisters joining the Metast VTuber group, and she is a balanced demi-human balance type with Minesweeper L, Anti-Magic Circle, Weak Point Killer, and Super Laser Stop M. On the gauge, you've got Super Anti-Gravity Barrier and Anti-Speed Down panel. Strike Shot is Speed Power Up and reveal all weak points of hit enemies for a set amount of turns. And her bump combo, Super Energy Ball and High Energy Circle. So we are really expanding the High Energy Circle crew, and these sisters both have that bump combo. So interesting to see what they're gonna do to the meta. And like I said, Lily and Lunev are sisters and will be joining the Metast VTubers. You will be able to see them on the official Metast YouTube channel starting on the 1st of September, in which Lily will be singing, and then you'll see both Lily and Lulu pulling for themselves in the gacha. So if you want to see that, that will be available on the 3rd of September. So make sure you go to the Metast YouTube channel to see that. If you don't care about VTubers, don't worry, they're doing their own thing on their own channel. And let's take a look at the event monsters. We got Uparu, which I believe is probably a play on the Upa Lupa. Was it Mexican salamander or something like that? A very popular pet back in the day for the Japanese folks, but it's not really taking advantage of the pink theme that you really see with Upa Lupa. So maybe I'm mixing it with something else. Also kind of funny because Uparu kind of plays along with one of the Hinatazaka members. So, even though the photo looks, nothing like that. Anyway, the other event monster, we've got Astro there in the water element, and we've got Kamonodon, which of course is a play on the platypus. I guess it's a platypus kaiju or something like that, right? That's gonna be a wood type monster. And of course, if you are interested in any of those new entertainer gacha monsters, you can pay this pack for 4,900 yen to guarantee one of those event monsters. Sorry, gacha monsters, not event monsters, sorry. And also 50 orbs for your trouble. If it's something that you're going to pull for anyway, do consider it. You can buy that either in the in-game store or on the online web shop. Event bonus. I like this one a lot. When you're farming, if your monster would have dropped 2 or more chests, then you are guaranteed for one of them to be a boss drop monster. This of course only applies to the new event quests, but it makes your life a lot easier to farm. So I love this one a lot. Make sure you take advantage of this on Monster Strike Day in particular. Also, a note that this series is going to be the last series that Bokuwaya is available as an invade quest. As you complete those quests, there's a chance that this quest will invade. This series will end on September 13th, and whatever next non-collab series we get in-game, we will introduce a new invade character to play along with. Also, don't forget the 30th will be a Monster Strike Day, and of course it's the end of the month. That means we get an orb ticket as one of the rewards, and the lucky monster bonus is 2 Miracle Mins, which it's okay. I've definitely been a lot more liberal about using the Miracle Mins, because those have been gathering dust in my box, so might as well use them. But don't stop there. We are getting a new event. It's called the Luck Attack Trail. Basically, this quest will be focused on your team. Individual monsters' luck will come into play here, and this will allow you to pick up some limited time character that you can only get through this event, and other rewards. Now, what do I mean that luck is going to be key for this event? Well, take a look here. The monsters that you use will be buffed based on their luck. So a 10 luck monster is going to be at some attack defense bonus. a 50 luck monster is going to have even more than that. A max luck monster is going to have the maximal amount of attack and defense bonus. So obviously the question is it a linear scale? Is it going to be a geometric scale? Is it going to be logarithmic? Who knows? But clearly I would expect it to be, something like this, and maybe like a spike towards the max luck value. So this is going to be interesting, because unless this gives a significant bonus to max luck monsters, then honestly this might be a junk quest, because then you can just use a 5 luck gacha monster to play this. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a bonus you get at being max luck, the attack and defense bonus, and is it going to be at a point where farmable monsters are actually going to be the key to be able to play in this area, or are you just going to cheese it through gacha monsters and it's just going to be whatever. But it's going to be an interesting balance, so very curious to see how that works out. Now there is a reward monster. It's a limited time only for this event, and this is going to be Mundus here. And Mundus, that's clearly Mundus here. We've called World Mundus because that's how it's called in the English version back in the day. And when I saw Mundus here, it's like, oh no. But you know what? World is still Mundus in my heart. So I still use Mundus as my photo at work on Slack. So that guy, I don't know, something. It's not the newer versions, the base as an evil version. I really like that art. So. Still gonna be Mundus. But basically how this area works is that we're gonna have the same quest in 5 elements. We've seen that in the Sai difficulties in the past. So you are going to have to play the same quest in different flavors. And the bonus, there will be a bonus that is given by the total number of unique monsters used for either each element stage and in total across all 5. So let's take a look at that chart there. So the first half, or I guess first 3/4 of the chart here, is showing the rewards that you get for each elemental stage and the number of unique monsters you used to clear it. Now of course, if you can do it in one shot, great. You can actually get all of the rewards in one shot by having 4 unique characters. But if it's proving to be a bit difficult, don't fret. You can still use maybe 3 of the same characters because they're OP, and just rotate out the 4th so that you can get the unique character bonus. Whatever works out. Don't be ashamed in that. You can just get it eventually. And the rewards are static across each element, but that does mean you can get up to 5 Miracle Mins, Waku Waku Mins, for using 1 unique character. Your second unique character will catch you 2,000 soul points. The Waku Waku stick at the 3rd unique character for each element. And then, as the moment you use 4 unique characters for a particular element, you will get 20 copies of Mundus there. And so, I'm surprised at how low that bar is. So does that mean they want more people to be able to play it? Is it difficult, so difficult that they're not expecting that many unique characters? But if you do want to get the total unique character bonuses, you will have to play a few more unique characters, because at 25 unique characters used, you'll pick up an Ableberry scroll. Remember, if you just finish the basic, you're only going to be clearing with 20 unique characters. And actually across all elements, that probably means if you use the same, well, you're probably not using the same monster across different elements, unless you have maybe I don't know, Masamune is just blowing everything away and you just use her regardless of the element. That'll be interesting. But what is interesting here is that 30 unique characters, you'll get 20 orbs. So that is something you're going to want to aim for. 20 orbs, pretty nice for 5 stages. Yeah, pretty solid. So hopefully this event is pretty cool, and of course I will try to make a rundown video once everything is going on there. Basically when Shiro makes a video, and if it feels like I can summarize it properly, I'll try to get that out for you guys. I know I haven't been doing that for events lately, but I want to try and get things going again. Despite, of course, I'm going on vacation soon. Jushinka Kai, we've got Elma and Konilu here in the wood element. We've got them at a super anti-speed. Super anti-speed down while super laser stop on the gauge. You've got anti-block and strike shot turn reducer on connect skills. You've got super anti-damage wall, anti-magic circle, bump combo boost M. And requirements there are 2 or more non-paladin classes or 1 or more fire element monsters. Strike shot speed power up and release stored power on each enemy hit, but basically before their strike shot starts, they'll just gather energy, and then they'll have a high multiplier on the first enemy hit. It'll be slightly less on the second, less on the third, fourth, fifth, until they get back to their stable, their normal 1 attack stat. So it's a very interesting strike shot for sure, but that's what it means by release stored power on each enemy hit. Bomb combo, you got Chozotsu wall moving bullet and a Chozotsu 6 wave. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to not go into the coughing thing, but still not over it. Dorothy is our second Jushinka Kai, and Dorothy is always a special monster. She was one of the stronger, general pool monsters for quite a while. So always interesting to see what she's going to get. And of course, the Wizard of Oz theme is in full force in the background here. She is a demi-hume super bounce type with anti-speed down panel, deity and fiend resist M, and then on the connect skill we've got anti-damage wall, super minesweeper L, and deity fiend killer L. Requirements are 2 or more non-demi-hume or 2 or more non-balance types in your team. Strike shot, go through walls and motivate, which of course is the touch friendlies and move. Very strong strike shot, and of course bomb combo Chozotsu pierce homing 18 with attack and defense up. And that is this week's news. There were some smatterings of merch and Monsoni, if that's something you care about. I've just stopped playing. It's not worth it anymore. Next slide. Don't forget, we do still have a few more days of Persona if you want to wrap that up. We do have the first appearance of Horror. I'm surprised they didn't post about that today. I hope I didn't miss that, but Horror, I really like the art, so that's going to be exciting tomorrow. And then of course we've still got the Jushin side going on right now. You can hear the music. I have not pulled that yet. I will actually be doing that after this gacha video. I've just been tired after work. We've got some visitors from out of town this week, so just been enjoying their company the last week or so. So just been getting home later as a result of that. We've got the Strikers campaign is going to be ending. Oh shoot! I need to see if I can get another friend to install this game on to be able to pick that up. And of course, don't forget, those summer orbs will also be ending. Remember, use them or lose them. Make sure you do not forget about that. We've got the See Them Pay gacha. Round 2 will be happening shortly. The Uncharted Dunes will be ending soon. Don't forget about that. And then, oh man, you can see that the Astral Mausoleum will be coming back on the 1st. FYI, don't forget about the castle. Remember, you still are getting monthly rewards for a year, and that is in the challenge section now, so please don't forget about that. Next news is on September 4th. That's going to be same time as usual, and here are your next week's lucky monster. Oh, and that's it for today. Hopefully I'm always here to try and get you the news as soon as possible. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I did start some membership things. Now I'm not promising that I can give you much. I think I put that I would give you priority comment replies, but I do try to reply to everybody anyway. So if I can figure out anything useful to add to that, I will. But honestly, it's just there because Google kept pestering me about it. It's like, all right, please just stop poking me about it. You get a cool little pineapple icon with a Naka symbol on it, which of course is part of my last name. So if you're interested in that, sure. But again, there's no need to do it. It's only 99 cents. But again, it's just there because Google was poking me about it. But if you don't want to do that, at least do subscribe to this channel because I do appreciate the numbers there. And of course, liking and leaving a comment is always nice. Monst on Twitter/X has all of these slides available, which you can look at any time. And of course, you can also check out the Discord channel. Link to the server is in the description below. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I can get over this cough soon because this has been plaguing me for like 2 weeks now. I'm feeling great besides that. Hopefully you're keeping care of yourself because definitely seems like another COVID wave is coming in. So keep yourself safe and healthy. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.